wherever you're from, welcome to the first OTB podcast. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Great.
Good.
All right, general outline of the podcast. We're going to be talking about sports analysis, our own. Well, most of the time we'll be unbiased, of course, but yeah, any other thoughts on what we're going to talk about?
Let's just introduce ourselves.
Yeah. So first, actually the last member of OTB to join, but also the CEO, Rakil himself.
Woo! Let's go, Rakil.
Good.
All right. So
He actually, does he have the most posts on Instagram?
He does.
Yeah,
I think
I
he
do.
does. He does.
Yeah,
do.
he does.
What a come up.
What a come up, dude.
I guess general information. I'm a Celtics fan.
That's the only thing that we don't like about it. But
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
okay, coming up next, the third member to join OTB and also leading OTB with the least amount of likes total.
Yes,
We
sir.
have
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
What's up? How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing
He's
great.
a West Coast fan.
Yeah, Lakers Nation.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna make for some interesting conversations.
Yeah,
Celtics v Lakers.
we don't like the Celtics here.
Ooh.
Nah, we don't like the Lakers, buddy.
So those people clearly oppose each other a lot. But coming up next, we have Vikram.
What's up?
leading with second most likes on Instagram.
General information about me. I'm a Pistons fan. I don't know why, but
Because he was born in Michigan.
that's really the only reason.
And then next there's me, Vipul. I'm a Timberwolves fan.
Oh,
Leading
yeah.
third most likes on Instagram.
Yeah,
Not
Oh.
second, third.
Not second,
Not
third,
first.
top three though.
Not first.
not last.
Not last.
Not
Most
last.
definitely. I was born in Kansas, but there was no Kansas NBA team, so I had to, go up with Minnesota. Still an amazing team. Could clap other teams, all of them, in my opinion, if they just play their cards right. But
Ooh.
that's another debate for another podcast.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Facts.
Save it for episode 2.
Another thing that I want to inform you guys is the OTB brand in general. We're going in a whole rebranding process. We're trying to expand outside of Instagram. Hopefully, it'll be successful. Shout out to my boy, Zayon Jamil, for hooking us up with the
Hey.
logo. Best Photoshopper I know, honestly. His whole Instagram link will be in the description down below if you're watching this on
Check him
YouTube.
out. Check him out.
Check them out.
Coming up next, we got Himan's layup percentage that we want to talk about.
Yeah, let's just
Let's
go
talk
ahead
about
and start
that.
the podcast.
Come on. Why don't you tell us about that?
Okay. First of all, we're starting the podcast off with something that's not related to the NBA, but that's fine. Basketball. It's basketball.
Dude, I
We're
think
good.
this is 100% related to NBA because you could be a future NBA player with your percentage.
So true.
I'm sure I could, Vipul. I'm sure I could. So
What percentage is it?
let's address the layup percentage. First of all, let's address the total field goal percentage of when you're playing on the street. All right. No one cares about how many shots you're taking. You just gotta make. That's it.
So you like Westbrook?
Yes.
What's
Be
break?
like
West Brick, yeah.
on the court, be like Westbrook.
But guys, when you're playing in the NBA, don't you want to make a name that everybody will remember for years to come, like Larry Bird or Wilt
Even
Chamberlain?
Larry Bird. That's
Hey,
Michael.
Larry Bird.
What I was thinking was, I don't know why nobody thought about this, or maybe they did. I don't know. What if you can shoot with your left hand and right hand, perfect?
Larry Bird
Larry,
did that.
Larry,
no,
Larry
Larry
Bird
Bird
was
did
able to
that.
do that.
I know.
Larry Bird
I
got
know
a triple double
but,
doing that.
Mike Conley
I mean,
can do that.
Yeah, I know. That could be
really cool.
Is that what you're gonna do?
That-
Loki?
is what I'm gonna do actually when I join the NBA one day.
One day.
All right, so
By June, maybe.
by June, no, that's another legend. That would be I would be very grateful could join our podcast.
That would be another topic for another day.
We got a lot of ideas.
So what's up, guys? Anything else?
Come on, how much has your layup percentage improved by?
How much has it improved by?
Because I remember when you were starting out, it wasn't that great. But I feel like you've improved a lot, honestly.
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. But like I said, as long as you make the shots, it doesn't matter how many you take. You can take a
dude,
bunch.
come on.
You missed 100%
Every time,
of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
every time I saw you shoot a layup, you for some reason spun the stupid ball for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. You know who else does
It
that?
never works. Yeah, I know.
You know who else does that?
Who?
Kyrie does that. And guess what? Amazing inside players. As
So are you comparing yourself to Kyrie right now? with
No,
your
not
layups?
at all. I'm saying the skill is very useful, and it's something that anyone can take from.
You ever just thought about just like throwing it on the backboard?
Spin the ball.
No, that's a
spin the ball,
Jason thing to do.
My bad.
Whoa. We dropping
Spin the
names
ball
here.
on the right corner or the left corner, top right or top left.
Inside jokes. Only OG OTB fans would
Would
understand.
understand.
Can we talk about Lavar, guys?
Lavar. Oh,
Ooh.
that's my guy. Lavar.
Didn't he make
Raquel,
a
that's all
claim
you.
that all three of his sons are going to join the Lakers?
All right.
Raquel, what are your thoughts on that?
So Lonzo and Melo are both point guards. You know what I'm saying? And I'm assuming Gello is more of like a shooting guard kind of guy.
I don't know what he is. I don't even know what he
I
is.
don't
He's
even
kinda
know
big
how it's
though.
gonna work.
What is he?
And then I guess Lavar is gonna claim that they're all starting caliber, which honestly, maybe Lonzo and Melo are, but Gello, I don't think so.
Jello.
Jello, whatever.
Jello.
Jello,
He doesn't
Gello,
deserve. No, you know what? He doesn't even deserve getting called Jello. Not yet.
Well, he's in the G League, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
what
but he
he's
plays for
doing.
OKC, huh?
Didn't he like enter the draft like a year or two ago and he got undrafted?
Yeah, he's undrafted. Yeah.
Nope.
So that's why he went overseas.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then that whole China situation happened. So
Wait, didn't Melo like buy his own like basketball team like recently?
Yeah, the NBL, the team he played on.
That's
in
crazy.
Australia.
yeah,
Played for
but
them, then immediately he was like, yeah.
the thing is,
doesn't matter.
Lavar can talk, but like he was able to make Lonzo become like a top 10 draft pick to second in the draft just through talking and the hype.
Nah,
Like, LeVar knows
how to
market. Dude. I have to disagree with that, Raquel. Lonzo was a top 5 draft pick even without LeVar.
Yeah, but number two.
Number two, I don't think.
Yeah.
What he did in college was insane, bro. Like
That's true. That
his
college team was so nice.
like UCLA, what he did on that team, oh my god. Like
Better than
I
Jason
wish-
Tatum, though?
I
Do you think Lonzo Ball is better than Jason Tatum?
no, of course not.
I think Tatum's better, buddy.
Of course not.
Do you think Lonzo Ball is better than De'Aaron Fox?
Of course not. But what
No.
I'm saying is, what he did in college it still justifies him being like a top 5 pick rather than a top 10 pick, like Raquel said. You know?
Okay, but do you think he would have gone number 2 without LeVar?
No.
Well, actually, yeah, probably not because Magic. The story behind that was Magic actually wanted to go for De'Aaron Fox, but there was pressure with LeVar and everyone and all the Lakers fans talking and the owners and stuff. So he was like, "All right, we're choosing Lonzo." You know, he probably thought Lonzo was gonna be like the Jason Kidd of the Lakers or something.
I'm really happy with how Lonzo turned out though, because now he can develop with the
Yeah.
Pelicans.
You know,
He's
Lonzo's actually.
really, I think,
That
yeah.
He's like
was
a
a
really
blessing.
good passer.
Really developing.
He's a really good passer. His jump shot is improved.
Yeah.
He's helping Zion a lot.
Dude, him and Zion is going to be elite in the future.
That's a really good duo, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you can develop Ingram too.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday is pretty good. They got a pretty good young core.
Exactly.
Yeah, in like 2 to 3 years, amazing team right there.
Yeah.
Playoff team for sure. We'll see
They were
them
they
like
were
in
like
contenders.
somewhat close to playoff contention this year, right? And that was without Zion.
Oh yeah, they were like one game away too.
That's without Zion too, like because he barely plays. Like in the future, that's going to be insane.
Man, Zion.
when Ingram goes off, dude.
Zion's
is Ingram in his prime right now?
Zion, I'm too afraid that Zion's gonna get injured, dude.
That's true.
He's
Mhm.
huge.
I think it's gonna be Blake Griffin
Yeah,
again.
They have
just
to,
about to
they have
say
to
that.
teach Zion how to walk, dude. I love Zion. He's a great player, but like he's gonna get.
He's one of my
injured.
favorite
He's getting
players
injured.
in NBA right now.
Like when you like that highlight when he was playing against the Warriors when he got his own rebound, missed, then got another rebound, and then that was great.
That's dangerous, though, in my opinion.
I mean,
if he relies too much on his jumping,
honestly,
too much on physicality.
though, like
He can
his whole
shoot.
thing where they retaught him how to walk, his redeveloping his whole kinetic chain so he doesn't, break his bones while
Kinetic
he's
chain.
jumping or even running. That is, I think he's in good hands. I think the Pelicans will take
That's
care of his
true.
body.
Yeah, the Pelicans are doing amazing.
That
job.
trade was
Like
such
they-
a blessing for him.
Honestly, you gotta
Like Lonzo
respect the
and all.
whole Pelican staff, man. Like,
Better than RJ and the Knicks. Though.
I'm glad Zion's not with the Knicks.
the Knicks would have found a way to screw it up.
Yeah.
They got something good brewing in New Orleans. I don't know about New York.
Facts. Dude, I want to move on to our next segment. It's called Facts or Whack. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something, a statement about what somebody said, and you guys just have to say facts or whack. That's it. All right. Number 1, Draymond Green thinks he had more of an impact to the team than Charles Barkley had towards his.
Whack.
No, that's whack.
whack.
That's whack.
Chuck took that team to
Okay.
60 wins and won an MVP as the first option. Man, Draymond's never gonna do that.
Do you guys think the Warriors would be the dub team without Draymond?
Facts.
No, but do you think he would?
I think the Warriors are not the Warriors without Draymond. As much as people,
Especially
Draymond,
that 15-16 team.
yeah, his impact is you can't
Especially his All-Star
you can't
season.
deny
too.
his impact.
Draymond can play defense. He can kick James Harden in the nuts if he has to. He can set up a pick and roll.
Like just
No, but
his
if you remember, like,
versatility.
And he's such a loyal teammate. He's such a loyal
and his
teammate.
versatility and
I think
leadership, that made that team a defensive juggernaut back in 2015, 16, and even before
And
that.
Well, speaking about his defense, that kind of moves to my second question. Oh, do you
That's fine.
want to say something?
It's fine.
No, say it.
I was just saying, like, in the
Nice.
2016 finals, even though they lost, Draymond put up like 30-something points.
Oh yeah,
And
I think if they won
yeah,
that, I wholeheartedly believe that Draymond would have won Finals MVP. I believe that. That's how.
that was such a
great he
good
was
series for
playing.
him in general.
That's how great he was playing in 2016.
It showed his impact in a way.
Yeah.
He
nobody
showed
really
up when
liked.
it counted. But
Yeah.
The problem with Draymond
Yeah.
is he's just regressing so fast. Like it's insane. After 2017, I'd say.
Well, speaking about his defense, Draymond also said in a podcast that he's one of the best defenders in the league. Facts?
like
or
right
whack?
now, like in this era, like
Yeah, in the league right now.
I mean, he's like, if you look at the advanced stats, his impact really isn't that great, especially this season. But
if we're talking a few years
Especially-
ago, yeah.
based on what we know
triple
that he can do,
singles.
I think we can still consider him as one of the best defenders in the league. Honestly,
Yeah,
Top 3? Top 5?
Not top
What do you
three.
think?
maybe top 10.
top 10, I'd say. I don't know about top 5 either.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And my last...
Speaking of top
Okay,
5
yeah.
defenders, who do you guys think is the best defender in the NBA?
Kawhi.
Yeah,
Kawhi.
probably
Probably
Kawhi.
Kawhi, right?
Hands
I'm
down,
gonna go
Kawhi.
Kawhi, AD, you know,
Kawhi, AD, Giannis, Paul George.
Giannis.
I'll put Kawhi
Yeah,
up
I
top
put
on all
Kawhi
of
on
them.
top.
Who's
Tatum dropped Paul George, by the way, to send the game to overtime.
Well, to my last question, Green is more successful in the NBA than Barkley. Facts or whack?
I guess if you measure success in championships, then
but
Well, it's success in
the
general.
only
That's
here, the only thing that Draymond
Oh,
has over Chuck is championships and a defensive player of the year. Everything else Chuck has. All NBAs, all stars,
What I define-
MVPs. Well, he has one
MVP,
MVP.
yeah.
Draymond has none.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What I define success is if people are going to remember your name after 10 years.
I mean, people will
You're
remember
tired.
Chuck. Like,
For sure.
I think more people
Yeah.
know Charles Barkley.
people will for sure remember
yeah,
Chuck.
like when Draymond Green retired,
when you think
don't
of that
feel
Warriors
like it,
team, you're
yeah.
gonna think of Stephen Clay and KD when he came.
Stephen
I
Clay.
don't feel like you'd think of Draymond as much as you think of them. He'll still be remembered, but he'll be like one of those, like, oh, he's
He'll be
underrated.
respected for
People always
sure.
forget about him.
Yeah,
sure.
that type of person. Another news that came upon is the Sixers players are now allowing their players. The Sixers team, is allowing the players to use their gym for practice. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, the Lakers are opening up today too.
Open up today, I hear.
Yeah.
Or maybe on the 10th. I think it's on the 10th actually. Is it the 10th?
Well, they're opening up soon.
Yeah.
I know that.
I can check.
Well, okay. So about the Sixers, right? Like as a fan, that's a good sign for me because more basketball. But like logically, this could complicate a lot more things. So I'm really iffy about that.
It just highlights the
How's it
unfairness.
gonna work though? Like,
Yeah, because you still have to social distance. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
I remember
be
in
that
a
close.
post they were like, everyone's gonna work out individually, and they're gonna have like a health coordinator or something watch over all of them. Is what I heard. But,
I have a question. I have a question for you guys.
Mhm.
So, a lot of people are saying like, if the NBA season were to continue, and a champion were to be crowned, would there be like a an asterisk next to their championship?
Yeah.
I listened to Stephen A. talk about this, and he said no.
yeah, didn't he say it would be like even harder?
That's because he works for it.
Because he's pretty much, to summarize his argument, was they deserve that championship because they worked during a pandemic. I kind of disagree with that.
I go 100% disagree. And first of all, I think Stephen A. Smith said that because he works for ESPN. He's basically getting paid to say that the league is not going to be.
I mean, Max
I
Kellerman disagreed.
I can kind of see where he's coming from though, just a little bit, if you think about it.
Nah, I don't like.
No, because
I think he respects the game too much. That's why.
there could be so many people who could be training during this time, and like, I don't know, like
But there's also a bunch of people who aren't, who
that's
are
true. Like
unable.
Giannis, he doesn't have a hoop.
I mean,
Yeah, Giannis.
during this pandemic, like let's look at like Giannis. He's a father. He has like a newborn child. He can't risk passing on a virus to a newborn child. You know what I mean?
That's facts. Yeah.
So I definitely think there's going to be an asterisk in this,
It's like a lockout season.
especially with like unfair practice,
Lockout seasons
unfair
always
practice,
have
unfair
asterisks.
opportunity.
Do you guys think the season will even continue though?
I hope. I honestly.
Well, aren't there like speculations? It's going to happen at Disney World.
Disney World, yeah.
Because Florida's like opening up stuff.
and they consider sports essential.
Mhm.
So. Oh yeah,
That's gonna be
speaking of Florida,
interesting.
you guys
It's
heard
gonna
about
be
the fact that Jimmy Butler bought a bunch of hoops for every single one of his teammates and sent it to their houses?
Yeah,
That's leadership right there, man.
I love Jimmy Butler, dude.
I love Jimmy Butler, dude. Like, instead of focusing on himself, he
Man,
kind
too
of
bad the
focuses on his
Timberwolves
team
suck.
more. He's a teammate.
He was so underrated with the Sixers.
Honestly.
Oh yeah,
He was underrated with the Timberwolves.
he showed up
He
every
brought it
game in
to
the
the
playoffs.
playoffs.
Like,
Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
It-
When they needed a closer, the Sixers, whenever they needed a closer, Jimmy
But-
Butler
but
always
if that-
showed
if
up.
that-
He
What
always
do you
showed
What do you
up.
think is Jimmy Butler's prime time then?
That's tough.
it's tough to
I feel like he
gauge.
was so consistent in all of his teams.
He was. That's the
He's
thing.
like
he was
he's like
so
LaMarcus
consistent.
Aldridge. He's just consistent.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
I believe at least he has a lot more impact than Aldridge. He makes his
Yeah,
teammates better, and he's
Yeah. He makes his
clutch
teammates
as
way
hell.
bigger.
Maybe not.
I like him as a leader, yeah.
All of the teams that he's been to, he literally brought them to the playoffs. He had
Exactly.
biggest
the
impact
Bulls,
in bringing them to the
playoffs,
playoffs.
the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
He's so
playoffs.
underrated, dude.
I just love his
Do you feel like he's gonna stay in Miami like for the rest of his career?
Honestly, I hope he does. This
I
is
hope he-
such
yeah, I hope he
it's
does.
such a good fit.
If the Heat decide to get better players, he's gonna definitely.
He can
do that.
lead that young Heat core, and they'll become like a.
Bam?
they'll
They're
be
already
really good.
they're
in the
already
East.
so good.
In my opinion,
Bam's
There's so
just
much more
gonna
to grow.
keep getting better.
Tyler Hero is
The East is so underrated,
Yeah.
dude. I'm just gonna say that the East is underrated. Sure, the
Tyler
West
Hero is good,
but
Hey,
like,
the East
is
doesn't have
underrated.
Zion though. Remember that. Just remember that.
It's okay. The East got RJ.
The East never had Dirk.
East got RJ.
The East never got Dirk.
Wait, wasn't Dirk like drafted by the Bucks or something, and then traded to Dallas immediately?
Yeah, then they had a trade.
He was about to get drafted by the Celtics, but then
Yeah.
He
You guys fucked up.
Yeah.
Fricked up.
hey,
Ooh,
but hey,
my bad.
what happened when we had the first pick in the draft and we passed out on it and we gave it to the Sixers and then they got
Hey, you guys did good with
Yeah,
Jason
yeah.
Tatum.
we got Tatum. We got Tatum.
I can't
That's all I'm
disrespect
saying.
that.
Yeah, I respect
No matter
that.
how much I hate
Did the Lakers
Celtics,
get
I
Tatum?
can't disrespect
Absolutely not.
that.
Danny
The
Ainge.
Lakers could have got
Danny Ainge.
Jason Tatum, dude.
Man, I don't want to hear it.
Imagine that world.
We just need
LeBron.
we just need a center. We just need size.
Look-
we need a good bench, and we're a championship.
How much
To be
cap space
fair-
do you guys have?
To be fair, the Timberwolves would have got
Man,
Yeah.
Timberwolves could have gotten Curry, bro.
Curry.
They chose two.
Oh my!
point
They had
guards.
two.
Yeah.
They had two
Think
options.
about that. They chose
They had-
Ricky Rubio and who else?
Ricky Rubio.
And-
Johnny Flynn.
Oh
Or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
To be fair, would you pick Curry then?
Of course.
Well,
You know?
coming out of college,
Think about
Curry
it.
was still like a
I-
really good
Out
prospect.
of college, he was amazing. Didn't he set a bunch of NCAA records?
He wasn't that build.
Although it
He
did
was,
take him a while.
he
to, like,
wasn't
get
that
to the
build.
level where he is right now.
yeah.
That's true.
He was a shooter even in
Exactly. He
college.
set a bunch of records at the time in the tournament.
He was injury prone.
But-
That was like
but-
his main concern.
That's true.
Yeah. And then also back then, like,
I mean, so was Ricky
a
Rubio.
point guard wasn't a point guard until Steph Curry changed.
And didn't Ricky Rubio
I
not
don't
even
think Curry
come
would be who
until
he
like a
is.
year later?
Yeah, like 2 years or something. I hear.
It was like a draft and stash or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
Pretty much all Ricky Rubio can do is pass. That's pretty much it.
that's kind of true. You know, respect to
It's
Ricky.
been a while
Rubio.
since I heard from
He's
him.
on the Suns now, man.
He's doing pretty good for himself on the Suns.
I lost track.
I had him on my fantasy team, and boy was he
I know, right? I had him
inconsistent,
like
dude.
last year. Oh my god! One day he'd put up like
Yeah, he-
25 points. Next day it'd be -2.
I dropped him, and he just started dropping like 30 bombs, like fantasy wise. It's okay though.
He deserves to be in free agency. Not gonna lie.
Rubio's been doing good for himself.
Speaking of
In
fantasy,
Phoenix.
Speaking of fantasy, do you guys
Yeah,
miss it?
I miss
Yeah,
it.
Oh, yeah.
I do miss it.
I remember Hamad would
he
sweat so
sweats.
much on that.
You
I mean, I
He
would've
stole
lost
all
a
my
dollar.
Injured players that I
Hey,
dropped.
do you guys think I would have won if that?
Yeah.
No, I would have won,
With all the
buddy.
injured players that I picked.
I'm ranked first right now.
Dude, I feel
I'm just happy I,
I
didn't
feel
lose
like
my
I
$2.
would have made it to the semifinals.
You know what? I am glad.
Yeah, you had a pretty good team.
because it was very competitive this time around.
Mhm.
I think I
Remember
would have
last
won.
year?
I think I would have won.
Somehow Rochelle was winning that.
Rochelle knows his stuff.
Rochelle
man.
was going off in his.
Yo, are we dropping names?
No, dude, he did all auto draft. All this was in was auto
Yeah.
draft.
That was-
Auto
he
draft
dra-
was
he
the most
drafted
underrated
Rozier
thing.
with his
Come on, that was
first
you
pick.
last year. You like auto drafted your whole
Dude,
team and you still won.
That team was godsend, bro. I don't even.
You had Jokic
I'm
last year.
auto-drafting.
huh?
You had Dame and you had
Jokic.
Dame and Jokic.
I feel bad. I feel bad when I auto draft.
I got Jokic
Jokic
this year,
literally comes
dude.
in clutch every single time.
Dude, I took.
He had a
Not-
slow
not the
start to
beginning of the
Yeah, he had
season.
a,
That's
he had a
yeah.
slow start. He was
Jokic
good,
almost
but
every season.
not
bro.
Jokic level.
Jokic
is
always
a
has a
beast.
slow start, then he picks it up. Like he's insane, bro. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of Jokic,
There's always
Speaking of
questions
Jokic,
about his.
who do you guys believe is the best center in the league?
Jokic.
Yo, I'm
Cat.
gonna go with Jokic.
I'll go with Jokic, but Cat was probably
last year
yeah,
the
my number
debate
two.
was definitely closer because Embiid
Yeah.
was like an MVP type candidate, and so was Jokic.
I think Embiid's overrated, dude.
Embiid was my first pick, and I am extremely
The
disappointed
injuries. You should
by
thought about
Embiid's
that.
performance. Every week, every 2 weeks, he was out, which was insane. You know, I don't blame him though, because life of an NBA player is tough.
Nah, you guys don't think Embiid's overrated?
I don't actually.
I think.
I mean,
No, I have to wait for 2 years.
he's-
I gotta wait 2 years.
I think
to
it was
fully
Charles
unlock.
Barkley and Shaq who called him out. You can tell he just doesn't have that Mamba
Hey.
mentality. Like when he played that one game against the
Hey, but
Raptors,
Raquel,
I feel like he's not
He
dedicated
scored
enough.
0
You gotta think about
points.
it. He's still a top 3 center and arguably the best in the league. Personally, I say Jokic.
yeah, but he doesn't want it. He has
talks
the
so
potential.
much.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
he's-
seem dedicated for
He's
it.
proven that
Dude,
he can
his-
do it. But the thing is, yeah, he talks trash. There's videos of
I
him
love the
eating
trash
donuts
talking.
before
I
games
love the
and
trash
burgers
talking.
and stuff. You can tell he just
I
doesn't
don't-
want it. Like, how do you score 0 points against the like the Raptors are good and all, but like 0 points when you're like the team's number one option?
That is tough.
It makes no sense.
I still don't think he's overrated. He's
Yeah.
by far the best post player in the league. Like his footwork is insane, and his post play, his IQ in the post at least. I don't know about the rest of the offense, but man, he's just insane in the post, and that. And he's on top of that, he's an amazing defender. He has the potential to be a defensive player of the year.
Wait,
Potential.
remember last year when
Potential.
the Sixers
I don't
like
think he's
played the
That's a little
Celtics?
bit of stretch.
He's still the second best center in the league, in my opinion. And, I personally think it's Jokic, but arguably,
Third.
I can see the argument for best, especially last year.
Cat's number 3.
I'd put Cat at 3. Yeah. You know, Cat's probably the
I'll
best
put Cat
scorer
too.
out of all the
Cat,
I'd put
maybe,
Cat at
actually.
2 because Cat has handles. He can.
he's so
drive,
versatile.
He can shoot. Which like a center? Since when does a center have handles?
Mm-hmm.
Since when did a center have like one of the best percentage
Cat
in
is
3-point
versatile,
shots?
but you know he doesn't have the
Really?
impact like Jokic
Yeah.
on the offensive end. Jokic's impact on the offense is absolutely insane.
Well, that's because Cat doesn't have the type of
he
team to
has
have
he has
impact.
D'Angelo. He had
Jokic has
Jimmy
Jamal
Butler,
Murray.
He
has
Andrew
now.
Wiggins.
Jimmy Butler. They went to the playoffs with Jimmy Butler.
Guess what?
Andrew Wiggins, I
Jokic
don't
did with
think
Jamal
was.
Murray.
Andrew
Jokic
Wiggins,
was
I don't
second
feel like
seed
it's
last year with Jamal Murray and Gary Harris and Paul Millsap.
because
Now,
Jamal
are you telling
Murray
me
is
that
The
good.
Nuggets
those
were
two
so
players
underrated
Because
last
Jamal
year.
better than
Murray is
Jimmy
good.
Butler and so on. That Timberwolves team was genuinely like pretty good, and you know,
You can't compare having Jamal Murray
I mean,
with
you
having
can compare
Andrew
having
Wiggins,
Jamal
in my
Murray
opinion.
with Jimmy Butler, though. Clearly,
I think
Jimmy
you can.
Butler's a much better player than Jamal Murray. They did.
Yeah, but they
went
were
to
the
the playoffs.
they were
Jimmy
the
Butler.
8th seed.
Exactly. And the Nuggets were the second seed and made
And
it
didn't
all
they
the
get
way
like
to the
swept by the Rockets or
finals.
something in the first round?
Yeah, probably. I don't. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they
it was like
definitely
Wait, the
Mhm.
Rockets.
4-1. It was
Since
4-1
when
or
were the
something.
Rockets
bro?
the first seed though?
James
Because you said they were the
Harden's
eighth.
The
You
Timberwolves
said they
were
were
the
the
8th
eighth
seed.
The Timberwolves were the 8th seed.
This was like
The Rockets were
like 2 years
first.
ago.
The Rockets were
This was
first.
Harden's MVP year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
By
okay.
the way, for those
James Harden,
who
by the
don't
way.
know, Raquel hates James Harden. Just want to put that out there.
even though he's elite.
Oh, Rick,
Yeah,
can you give us a
elaborate
reason
on
why you hate James Harden?
I just
Please.
okay.
Elaborate your reasoning for us, because you always send it like that.
James Harden. I'm not questioning his offense. I'm just questioning the way he draws the fouls, like Dwayne Wade, but way more intense than Dwayne Wade. The way he flops, like there's compilation.
He's being a normal NBA player.
No, he
What
just
do you
takes it to
mean?
another level. You can brush up on his beard and he'll
Another
flop
level.
like you just punched him in the face. Like it makes no sense. Like I wish the ref.
He's helping his team out.
I mean, in a way,
He's taking it
I
as
don't
an
hate James
advantage.
Harden. I just hate the refs.
in a way, you actually
You
do.
definitely hate James
You actually do
Harden.
hate James Harden.
The thing is, if James
And-
Harden did not travel, if he did not draw fouls, he would be a top 5 offensive player in the league, in my opinion.
He is
He's the
100%,
best shooting
for
guard
sure.
in the league right
And
now.
probably without KD here, he's probably the best offensive player in the league. Who can you guys name that's better?
Oh, okay, but okay, come on. You say drawing fouls is
Well,
an art
see,
form.
that was an exaggeration.
It's not
what I mean
basketball.
by
It's
that
just
is
not
If it
basketball.
was that easy, then everybody would do it. There is some
Mhm.
sense of this is a
But
controversial
the thing is, this is like MJ's mentality. MJ's mentality when he was playing the Pistons or like when he was playing the Knicks. He's not gonna cry when like they like foul him. I know this is a different.
It's such a different time now.
Getting their points,
But,
getting
like,
their victories.
How come he doesn't focus on making the shot instead of all the free throws? You know what I mean?
Harden can
Like
still make
you have to
shots,
kick out
though.
your feet
Like,
every single
Harden-
time
yeah,
you shoot a
he can
three.
He doesn't just rely on free throws.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He would be a top 5 offensive player
Of all
if he
time,
wasn't,
of all time,
you know, a guy who draws fouls.
Of all time,
I mean, fouls are still part of the game, though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still a part of the league, but when you're like deliberately focusing your game on, okay, yes, I need to work on this. Like,
Hey, you know what?
it makes no
MJ wanted?
sense.
Win at any means necessary. You know, James Harden.
Mhm.
People have different ways of doing it.
Yeah, but he would not bend the rules that way. MJ would not bend the
because
rules that way.
That
MJ would
that
take it
wasn't
straight
his
on.
bread and butter. You know, MJ would. He's the GOAT. He would dominate in almost every single aspect of the game. Like, that's not Harden though. If Harden wants to win,
I mean, okay, let's
Yeah.
not compare MJ to Harden because
MJ is just on a
yeah, like,
completely different stratosphere compared to Harden. But the thing is, Harden, the way he wins, the way he impacts, the fouls are a part of it, man. And you can't. I can see why people could hate his play, but you can't disrespect.
You can't
What he does.
deny
It's not
he still has
basketball.
an amazing impact.
when you're playing, do you think, okay, I'm gonna
Obviously
kick my
not,
feet
'cause
out
we
or
play on
I mean, we
the
play
floor,
street
don't
ball,
shoot
so,
free
like-
throws. we don't shoot free throws.
Well, yeah, that's my point. It's not a
Well,
part
not
of the
when we
game,
play,
right?
of course, because like no one wants to shoot free throws.
It might be a part of the modern game, honestly. You know,
Okay, Rick Hill. The only thing I can see
I
you
don't-
fault James Harden on is his playoff success, because
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
him
think
and Westbrook,
I think the biggest knock
biggest
against
chokers
James
in the
Harden
playoffs.
is he's not versatile. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has 2 ways of scoring, or 3 ways: step back 3, drive straight in the paint, or
Draw fouls.
free throws. drop fouls, free throws. And if those are the only 3 ways you can score, you're not going to have that much success in the playoffs.
Yeah, teams will find a way to shut him down, and they clearly have. So.
And that's why I think if KD's back, he's by far debatably the best offensive player in the league, especially last year because his versatility is insane, even though he doesn't score as much as Harden.
But KD can do it from anywhere.
KD can do it from anywhere, exactly.
Okay, so what about his traveling?
Okay, it's not a travel, honestly.
I wouldn't call it a travel.
He did. Okay, he did.
Okay, so how about that? How about
the
that replay
the two-step?
That was
Okay,
one.
okay.
That was one time.
And James
That was
Harden.
one time.
And this dude travels to the out of the
wrong
stadium.
to say that James Harden doesn't travel, but Giannis travels.
Giannis travels
of his,
too.
The double step
Euro
back
steps
is
too. Like if you just watch the footage, like it's insane, bro. Like,
Yeah, but I'm not a
LeBron-
Giannis fan. I'm not a Giannis.
LeBron travels all the time.
LeBron travels is my favorite.
LeBron travels by
hard,
accident.
LeBron literally travels in front of his defenders.
He gets
I
away
like he
with it.
doesn't. He gets away with it.
You know,
'cause
man,
he's-
the ref doesn't see
he's LeBron.
Yeah, at least LeBron admits it after. Like, there's a video clip of him being mic'd up where he says, "Yeah, I don't know how I got away with it,"
Harden
or something
LeBron?
along those lines.
Oh,
James Harden will come in a
No,
post game
LeBron
interview and
James.
say, "I just want to play a fair game." Like, and I think he did say that when he was playing against the
Who
Warriors.
cares, man? You can't deny James Harden's greatness, though.
You can't
no
deny
matter
it, yeah.
where he gets.
I don't want to
Yeah,
waste
of
all our time
course.
talking about James Harden, or else I will go off.
I don't think. I feel like this season that he had was
Efficiency
one of his
wise.
worst.
Efficiency. Yeah. But he was still averaging like 30.
Like, what was his
points
shooting
this whole
percentage,
season.
dude?
Last season was incredible, man. Like,
Yeah.
How-
And his
you guys
MVP
think-
season,
you guys think that MVP? I think
Oh,
that
last-
MVP
yeah.
race should have been much closer.
I
than the
definitely
votes
think
show.
it should have been closer.
Like the votes. I can't believe it was so lopsided. Giannis
Giannis
getting,
should
like,
not have run away with that. Like,
It was not. It was definitely not a runaway MVP.
I still think Giannis deserves.
I think
the
one of his
MVP.
reasons why his efficiency went down was because of Westbrook.
You think?
You know,
like
I feel
What? Why don't you elaborate?
well, because Westbrook is also a person who's been known for having a lot of stats in his games, and that kind of, and Harden's also the same type of person, right? So when those two people
I think.
play together,
Well, I can see that argument, but I think it's because Westbrook's he can't space the floor enough. So Harden
Westbrook was finally playing
more
good.
difficult shots.
Westbrook was playing
What?
good like later in the season though.
Oh yeah, Westbrook was playing amazing. Like he was playing better than Harden towards the
yeah.
ladder and
Yeah.
towards the shutdown. Yeah, I'll say.
And
that.
I feel like that Rockets team could have gotten so far, like if they
they
continued
were
to play
they
like
were
that.
the 6th seed though. They were the 6th seed.
the problem is with their
Oh,
center.
yeah, they have no center. PJ Tucker.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Harden.
A
we need to
six.
talk
What
about
is he?
small
6'3"
ball.
or 6'5"? I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Small ball-
PJ Tucker.
Imagine they face the Lakers in the playoffs. AD's just gonna have a field day.
Imagine going against the
I
Bucks.
saw a very interesting.
No,
video
Lakers
on
are
Bobby
worse.
doing that, though.
Yeah, Anthony Davis would have like his way against the Rockets.
They would
That'd be a
clown the
sweep, in
Rockets.
my
That's a
opinion.
sweep.
That'd be a 4-0.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, but height has a huge
Who know,
impact.
I know D'Antoni has like a reputation of not being able to switch his game plans that well against teams that exploit it.
Yeah.
He's an
He doesn't
offensive
care about
coach.
defense.
Yeah.
He's an offensive coach. His first defensive move was trading for Robert Covington.
Hey, Robert Covington
Like that's his first. That's his first
Wait,
time.
Robert
playing
Covington
football.
is an extremely
Yeah.
like
in the on the
amazing.
Rockets.
Like he's a monster. One of my favorite
Yeah.
undrafted.
Robert
players.
Covington sucks in 2K though.
Yeah.
Like,
He's extremely.
But he can play defense. He can play defense.
Yeah, his defense.
They sacrificed Capella's rebounding for his defense.
and it low-key worked. It
Which I
worked
guess
in, like,
makes
the
sense.
First.
But like at the
Honestly-
same
honestly,
time, small ball.
I don't think the Rockets care.
and he's a really good shooter
care
too.
about
Yeah,
the boards
from
and
three.
all.
I take back what I said about it making sense.
I feel like in the first like few games they traded for Covington, it actually seemed like a decent like plan.
I mean,
'Cause
Covington was playing amazing on the Rockets.
Yeah.
Like up until the whole shutdown thing, I could tell he was on my fantasy. But
Yeah,
the whole small ball thing.
he's kind of inconsistent on fantasy.
I feel, but like end of the day, I feel like you can't win if you don't have a big man.
Well, yeah, we'll
You
see
need at
that-
least
we'll
one
see
big
how
man
that works
support.
out in the playoffs if it's
Yeah.
back. But
Hmm.
the reasoning, the whole
I mean,
reason-
you see how it's impacting the Celtics,
what
right?
was that?
You see how it's impacting the Celtics.
Someone said you kind of need a big man, and I said, you see how that's impacting the Celtics right now.
You guys had Daniel Tice.
Yeah, and Cantor. I feel like the only pieces that Celtics need are a center, some size, and then a little bit, some bench pieces, some role players, and then we're fine. We're fine.
Like, who do you have in mind
Yeah.
specifically?
I don't like the Celtics, and I'm gonna say it. You guys are not going to the finals this year.
This year, maybe not. Hey, we're one game away from making the finals.
And then LeBron showed up.
Our young core was one game, and then LeBron kind of.
Yeah, I mean, if Kyrie was on that team, they probably would have won. But honestly, this year,
we don't talk about Kyrie.
I don't think so. I don't think you guys are gonna go past Giannis. Let alone the Sixers. That's
you can game plan around Giannis.
But Giannis's team is built.
You
so
can game
well
plan around.
You can't game plan for his whole team.
That's what you guys tried last year. Game playing against Giannis. Look at how that worked out.
No. Last year doesn't count. Because when Kyrie shoots that efficiently, and then in the post game interview says, "Oh yeah, I should have shot more shots."
Game one.
It just shows how Kyrie was terrible. And then you see Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown going off this season.
Jason Tatum went amazing this season.
It just shows how Kyrie hindered the development of these players.
I 100% agree with you on that.
I still remember last year.
Well, speaking of Giannis,
I don't understand how a player can miss so many shots.
That was an amazing.
I don't understand how a player can miss so many shots, and then in the post game interview say, I should have shot more.
We can't deny
it makes no sense.
Well, speaking of Giannis,
but that series, I remember game one. I remember vividly. All the Celtics fans were, on top of the mountain. They're like, "Yeah, Bucks don't got it. We figured it out."
I remember
they
that.
won. You guys won one game. All right, it was on their home court, but you guys were sitting so high on the mountain, and you guys just lost 4 straight. And the thing is, Kyrie sucked, but you guys couldn't.
It's the Paul Pierce curse.
Was so good that entire series. And you know who else sucked that series? All right, you could attribute
they won that first game.
But JT sucked too.
They won that first game though.
They did, and they were so proud of it. What happened after that?
They were really proud of it. Speaking of Giannis, his social media accounts were hacked this last afternoon.
Oh yeah.
And investigation is taken underway. What are your thoughts about that?
I mean, they handled it well, with his.
Yeah.
I mean,
the stuff that the
hackers made it too obvious that they were hackers.
No, they should just left it with the
Warriors.
Warriors.
If you really want to do some damage,
they just left it at.
Make it sound believable.
They should have left it with the Warriors tweet that I'm.
But his bank account, that's too far.
Insane.
That's too far.
I mean, even everything they tweeted was horrible.
What's really far is what they tweeted. Yeah. Well, Giannis did apologize for it. He apologized.
I feel like he didn't need to apologize,
and it ended.
It's not his fault at all.
Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't his fault.
I genuinely think he shouldn't have apologized. When does his contract end?
But it's fine. He dealt with it great.
2021.
Perfect.
2021 got some good free agents.
That's actually perfect.
Yeah, 2021 has some wow.
Giannis should definitely stay in the Bucks though. Milwaukee is perfect for him.
A lot of Western
Who knows, man?
Players.
If Giannis can't win in Milwaukee, maybe he'll go to Toronto or something, which is.
Why would he go to the West?
Toronto or the Warriors.
To the East.
Toronto's the East.
Right, because
why would he go to Toronto then?
I mean, they have a great.
In my opinion, though,
they have a great system.
If I was an
Would you want to
NBA
live
player,
there though?
the one team I would not go to. No, would you want to live in Canada?
Hey, Toronto's a great place, man. Like, I know people clown on Toronto.
I know it's a great place, but it's super hard to be an NBA player there because you're in a different country. That's what I forgot who said this, but an NBA player said this in a
podcast. I'm sure
he's
used to it at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's now settled in America, though.
I'm sure he's used to.
I don't. What do you mean
I remember
by
that
a
podcast
whole new
you were
country?
talking about before.
Yeah, you remember too. I forgot who talked about it.
Oh, it was Lou Will.
Yeah, Lou Will.
Yeah, Lou Will was talking about how he hated Canada. Hey, I understand Lou Will.
And he's in LA now, so he's living the life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he might retire next, soon. That's what he said.
He's just getting better, with every year.
Lou Will?
Yeah, I know that, but he talked about how
he's getting better as he ages. It's kind of whack.
He said, "Screw father time."
How old is he anyway? 30, 32?
I think so. I think 32.
Yeah.
He's still got a few years left in him.
He's not gonna retire.
By the way,
he just won 6th Man of the Year.
Yeah, I
Again.
think he's got like a good 5 years.
Kind of, yeah. I think Schroeder,
Yeah, I got
Schroeder had such a
six man
good
this year.
That Thunder team in general was so
No, that's because
unexpected.
in 2019, he
Oh,
actually
God.
considered retirement after multiple trades and him getting denied in a lot of.
Oh yeah. Or you mean right before? I think when he was on the.
He was still on the Clippers.
Oh, he was on when he was traded to the Clippers. Okay, yeah. He was. When
he was traded to the Clippers, yeah. He was getting tired of all these trades, and that's the reason why.
He doesn't have a reason to retire now.
Yeah, look at him now though. Championship contenders, 6 man of the year.
He's a contender, yeah.
Oh, that's the Kawhi effect, I'm telling you. It's Kawhi effect. Well, now we can move on to the main stuff we're going to talk about. The MJ podcast, Last Dance.
You mean documentary?
Not podcast.
Podcast?
Documentary. It's been a long day. But documentary, expectations versus thoughts. What do you guys think?
That was great.
Honestly, one of the best documentaries I've seen.
That's just something.
That was. I'm not a documentary guy, but that was genuinely like very entertaining.
Yeah.
Especially
I
the
don't like-
mixtapes.
I don't like how they handled some parts though. For example, you know I don't know if it was episode 1 or 2, but they talked about the cocaine circle.
Oh yeah.
So one of the people,
yeah.
the players, Craig Hodges, actually called out Michael Jordan for, exposing them in a way, because now
He didn't say any names though. He didn't like.
No,
But he said
like
it was the whole team pretty
No,
much.
but he implied
Yeah,
that
he
there's a
tried,
lot
true,
of people.
true.
So,
and he
yeah.
talked about how he had to
I mean-
explain to his family about the stuff that he did now, and like how his kids would now know what type of person he is, instead of the
That's
type
on
of person
MJ
he
though.
is now.
That's on MJ, and we all know that MJ's a dickhead. So
You know MJ probably joined them though.
He can be, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did he join
mean,
him? People called him
mean-
dedicated. I don't know. It is his documentary, so it might
Look,
be a
I
little
feel like
biased.
the only
Yeah.
like thing that MJ would do is alcohol and like a massive cigar. We don't know anything.
Well, that's what he
about-
does now. So
That's what he does now. That's what he used
You
to
never
do.
I mean,
know,
a
man.
cigar after championship.
You never know,
Like,
though.
Only problem I have with MJ is gambling.
Honestly,
That's
is it
pretty
even
And he said he didn't even
Like,
have a
he's still-
gambling
he's still-
problem. He called it a competition problem.
Like he's still the GOAT. Like I know everyone talks about his gambling, but he's still the GOAT at the end of the day. Even with the gambling and the cigars and the controversy.
much. No, but you know how many NBA players have gone broke
And
because
MJ
of stuff
hasn't.
like that, like
Yeah,
because of
has.
gambling and stuff. In the documentary, he said he was in debt for $1.2
Well, he wasn't
million.
dead. He owed the dude.
he owed it, dude.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
But for
episode
MJ,
2
MJ
talks
that's
about
like
Scottie
nothing.
Pippen. Didn't Scottie
What was
Pippen
that?
somehow lose all his money?
He's doing
Yeah.
fine now though.
Yeah.
I'm not
Mom,
sure
you
the story
were
behind
talking
it.
about it.
I mean, I know he signed that terrible contract.
yeah.
The awful contract. What was it?
Yeah.
One of the most
8 years.
underrated
Terrible
players in the
contract.
Like
NBA.
you can kind of understand like his reasoning behind signing it. He was like, "What if I get injured? I want to provide for my family. I want like stability." So in a way, you can
That's
you
like
can
one of the
understand.
True. You never.
Another contract that people don't talk about is Magic's
That was
contract. That was a
so bad,
terrible
dude.
contract. Magic's contract, if you,
Like
if
how
you guys
bad?
don't know, was terrible. I think it was,
Oh,
was
yeah.
it
Wait,
25
really?
years.
It was like a
25
See, that's
year
one of the most.
Dang.
That's the biggest clown of a contract in the NBA like history.
Pippen was at
And
least
Pippen
getting,
got paid,
2
like,
mil,
after.
$2 million a year.
Okay,
I
I
think.
searched it up. Magic signed a $25 million contract for 25 years.
Yeah, Rico, you were right.
$1 million.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
For the best point
Mhm.
guard in like history, or that's it's not debatable.
Yeah.
But
I don't think
I
it's
think
debatable.
Magic's the best point guard in
I
history.
I think it's
but like,
I think it's debatable now.
but still, as his value, like his value, is
When his
not
value
25
exponentially
million, or
increased,
a million.
he only got paid $1 million.
He literally came into the league and
crazy.
brought them a championship.
His impact was immediate.
Yeah,
I mean, as much as I love Kareem, Magic was clearly the best player on that team for all their runs. And that's not even a question.
Yeah, like that one year he got injured, the Lakers dropped to the 8th seed, I think, or they dropped out of the playoffs. It was
Mhm.
one of the two.
That was insane.
But
yeah. But back to the
Episode 3
MJ
talked about
thing.
Dennis Rodman's attitude and energy to help the
Dude,
team
he's
win.
such a character. Like,
Yeah,
And
it's
also,
very
this is towards Vikram actually. The Bulls struggled to overcome the Pistons.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The Pistons prime time.
Yeah. I don't know.
What are your thoughts that they actually talked about the
Isaiah
Pistons a
Thomas,
lot in episode 3?
I don't know.
Because as much
It
of
was
an
good. I felt
fan
it was
you
good.
are, a
Like,
big fan you are.
even though MJ and like the whole Bulls team, they hated them, I'm glad they still like put them in the documentary to show like their struggles and how they came over it.
That's what I really love about this documentary. It's not biased.
Yeah,
at
MJ
all,
literally said,
you know?
"I hate Michael," or it was Scottie Pippen. It was one of the two. They said, "I hate the guy," but I can't deny it. Isaiah Thomas is like a top 2 point guard like of all time, or like top 3 or something
Of
like that.
course, I'd say top 3.
Yeah.
But
Before
actually,
even MJ even released this documentary, he also talked about how people might hate him after finishing the whole series.
I like him way more now.
If anything, I like
honestly,
him more.
dude, I like him more.
I like him a lot more.
Like just
I mean, yeah, sure, he's kind of a bad guy on the court for his teammates, but when you need him, he'll show up, and he in a way, I don't think he's a good example for teammates because of the whole, oh yeah, I'm a superstar at night, but in private I'm a gambler. You know, I don't think that's a good example. But a good example would be his
his competitive
if
nature.
you want to see the desire to win, if you want to see greatness,
I like
truly the GOAT, man.
One thing
I like his mindset about a losing culture and that you can't have a losing culture. Like, for example, in today's league, OKC, they were about to have a losing culture, but then Chris Paul came in, changed that. The Spurs are
our teams
not
have
really having a losing culture.
Right now.
I don't think they should rebuild right
we
now.
are never team. We're always the underdogs, literally speaking. And we will one day win a championship, and I know that's when I'm going to be alive, and I'm going to be cheering that day. I'll be calling you guys, and so uploading on this very podcast that the Timberwolves won.
We'll all be like 60 years old.
When did the Timberwolves come to the league? When did the Wolves come into the league? Like the early 90s, the mid 90s?
They were actually from LA.
What was that?
Yeah, they're actually from LA. Not LA, but California.
Minneapolis.
Aren't the Lakers
Oh yeah, I
from
got it
Minnesota?
around. Yeah,
Not
Minneapolis.
yeah, I got it all
My
around.
bad.
One thing that they did, one
Lakers.
mistake that they did, in my opinion, in the documentary was releasing it in they instead of releasing all the episodes at once, they released it at different times.
What do you mean?
And I feel like in a way,
they were releasing it weekly.
yeah,
What's
but
wrong with
that drops a lot of viewers because the first
No, I feel
episode
like it
actually
keeps
got
them engaged
5.
in a way.
It still
Yeah, for the
averages
first
7
episode?
million viewers.
Nah, it's a
For
good
the
business
first episode,
move.
they
a
got
good business move, in my
5.7 million viewers.
Well, yeah, the first episode
In
is
the
always
US,
the one
that's
that
in the
gets
US.
most hype.
Yeah, I mean that's true for
The thing
any
the thing is that they're making a lot of money through their brand deals. Like you see Reese's, you see State Farm, especially, and all that stuff. They're
What's the
making money
problem
through
with
those
releasing everything all at
advertisements.
once?
So if they were to release it all at once on like Netflix or something,
Oh,
they
that's
wouldn't
true.
get them.
But I'm just saying right now, the latest episode dropped from 5.7 to 4.3 million viewers.
I mean, obviously, because look, the first episode has the most hype out of any episode.
Yeah.
That's true for any TV show.
But couldn't
All
that hype
TV
just
shows
be
always
reached
have
to
their
all of
peak.
them if they just release it all at once?
I
know.
wouldn't like.
I honestly like what they're
still
doing
making
right now.
bank, man. Like, yeah,
I like it too, but
It's
goes by
dropping
too
on
fast.
Netflix, by
Every
the way.
single
If you're in
week.
if
Yeah.
you're not in the US.
it goes by.
That makes
so
no
fast,
sense.
even
What
though it's
the-
2 hours.
what
Or
was
sorry,
wrong with
1 hour.
Netflix, dude? I still don't get that.
If you're not in the US, then they drop it on Netflix.
Yeah, that's
the
really
next
annoying.
day.
Well, I mean, will it be on Netflix like when everything's uploaded?
If you have a
Like when the
VPN,
last episode's on streaming, do you think it'll be on Netflix for everyone?
Isn't it on the next day? The day after? Is that how it works?
yeah.
Episode 4 talked about Phil Jackson's unique philosophy
Dude,
and
I
demeanor
didn't
to
think
take the Bulls.
I didn't know
to the next
anything
level.
about Phil Jackson.
was like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Phil Jackson, underrated coach.
Yeah.
underrated coach.
I liked how they specifically talked about some of his
Yeah.
plays in his playbook. Like when they specifically talked about MJ like driving to the basket.
Yeah, when they explained like the whole triangle
Oh.
offense, that was like actually kind of interesting,
You know, doesn't
Trying
really
to-
work in the modern
yeah,
game
that's kinda
now,
interesting.
but back then that was
revolutionary.
innovative.
That was genius. That was
revolutionary.
genius.
That was genius, and that whole story about
It was
Phil
interesting.
Jackson on the Argentina teams, coach of the Argentina team. That was just such an interesting segment.
And
like him having to handle all those different egos in the locker room.
I like how he understood his team. Like what he did with Dennis Rodman.
What was happening? Yeah.
That was the part I did not know at all. I did not know anything about Phil Jackson's history at all, and that was really interesting. I'm glad they did that. Glad they went through his past.
Yeah,
I'm glad the documentary is about the team. Didn't
the GM for the Bulls, Jerry Krause, try to end Phil Jackson's contract and win?
Well, he did end it. He didn't try to. He actually did do it.
Yeah, he did.
He did, yeah.
That's just on.
I still don't get his reasoning behind that though.
They just disagreed a lot.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, they just had a lot of disagreements.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
Jerry Krause,
Jerry Krause,
most hated man in
America
right now.
If you think about it, he built that team.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
he built
like
and
he's the one who drafted Scottie.
I feel like they didn't give him enough respect. He didn't give the right. They didn't give the right respect to him.
I mean, it's good.
All they talked about is.
But at the same time, if you disrespect your players like that and say, "Oh, it's an organization,"
that is
game, it's not a players'
game.
The players are going to fight back.
Yeah. That is a very clown thing.
Organizations win championships.
I would be pissed if my GM said something like that.
And you got to think about it.
Especially in today's league. If that happened in today's league, imagine the Lakers team saying that and LeBron.
Oh my God. LeBron would be so mad.
Yeah. LeBron would
be like, "I'm the GM."
Episode 5 talked about Air Jordan.
Didn't Pelinka get promoted?
Who?
Didn't Pelinka get promoted to some? Isn't he president of basketball operations now?
Even know, bro.
I'll check if you want.
Well, while Vikram's checking, episode 5 talked about Air Jordan and Be Like Mike. And Michael becoming a global cultural icon around the world, which is 100%
Which is the
true.
GM still, I think.
When you still think about basketball, you will always have Jordan in your mind.
100%. 100%. No, it's not even even outside of basketball, people still know the name Jordan. You don't have to be a basketball fan.
People if you don't know basketball,
my dad.
He's clearly one of the greatest athletes of all time, just in general. Up there with
greatest athletes of all time for sure.
Yeah,
all the impactful ones.
So, what are you guys' opinions on the Be Like Mike thing? Do you think he's a good role model? The documentary touched up on this about his
media-wise, yeah.
Dude,
and also
he's definitely not a good
the last episode?
But I feel like that's not entirely his fault.
Yeah.
People made this perfect image of him to be this perfect figure. He can do no wrong. Everyone should be like him.
He's still a young
He's still
man
human, just like us. He makes mistakes.
Still human. Enjoys gambling.
He does have a gambling issue, but athletic-wise, he has that mentality that you want to have.
Right? Of what, the whole gambling thing, but you can't. If you take anything out of MJ, it's got to be about his, just like you said, his mentality to win. And just
his competitive nature.
His competitive nature to be the best at everything. Yeah. I think that's what Be Like Mike should be about. Instead of being the perfect person, be the perfect competitor like MJ was.
Nobody can ever be perfect.
Yeah.
Philosophy-wise, nobody can ever be perfect. And if you are perfect, then you have extreme problems in life.
Something I didn't know about that the documentary talked about was how Nike was a track company, and then they offered that deal to MJ, and then
MJ didn't even want to sign with Nike.
I never knew about that.
And his parents forced him to.
Yeah, he wanted to go to Adidas.
He wanted to go Adidas or something.
They gave him such a good deal.
Any of Jordan's were an Adidas brand. That would be insane.
With Adidas in the soccer sphere, and with MJ, they would really become a monopoly dog.
Yeah, what would happen to Nike then? It wouldn't be as big.
I wouldn't be wearing Nike right now.
Well, LeBron would probably join Adidas too.
Exactly. Adidas would be the thing if Jordan joined Adidas.
And then Curry might have joined with Nike then.
Maybe.
After all that.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, didn't Curry not join them because he spelled his name wrong or something?
Yeah, that's hilarious. He's doing amazing in Under Armour though. He is the face of Under Armour.
Of course.
Basketball wear.
Of course.
Yeah. Where's Jimmy Butler signed to? Because I feel like he ended his contract to take a better one.
Was it Jordan Brand? I'm not sure though.
I can check.
Be wrong. It's Jordan Brand.
Yeah, it
So what
was
exactly-
Jordan. It was Jordan. We made an OTB post about
the
this,
way
buddy.
of the weight is going off. I know that they signed.
What do you guys think about Big Baller?
Oh, they're
Being-
dead.
Practically over.
Yeah.
Can't see.
Yeah.
That's another.
I think
topic
that's
for
another
day.
topic for another
Maybe
episode.
when LaMelo
What did-
comes
wait.
into the league. Who knows? Maybe he'll promote Big Baller,
Yeah.
or maybe he'll leave it, just like his brother.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
The way of the weight is doing amazing. I know that.
Yeah.
as of January 22nd, Butler's a
d-
sneaker free agent.
Oh, he
So I don't
still
know.
is?
I don't know if he's recently signed though.
Why would
Oh,
he leave
sweet.
Jordan though? Like Jordan Brand's on the come up recently. Like it's
They
always
said they
it's always
mutually
been-
parted ways.
Well, it's not a come up. It
Yeah,
is
I mean,
up.
it's
It's
been
like
up, but like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot more.
Zion signed,
Luka,
Luka signed.
Zion, a lot more younger athletes just
Mhm.
signed it. Oh yeah, Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Kemba. Is Kemba still with Jordan?
Well, it makes no sense.
Kemba's still with Jordan, yeah.
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 Him and Blake, him and
What makes no
Blake are
sense-
still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, I mean, Jimmy probably has his own reasons. You know, usually Jimmy's decisions usually always end up working out for him in the long run. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's probably good for him. But,
I think a come up brand is the way of the Wade.
way of the
Way of
way.
Wade. Or whatever.
Who's
D'Angelo Russell
signed
I
to
know
that
that.
brand?
I know one more player who signed to it. I forgot.
What is?
But I feel like it's on a come up.
Isn't Clay signed to some Chinese shoe company? Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure he
that's
is.
like Akron. I don't even know what
Something
he's-
like that, isn't it?
That's weird.
I don't know. Maybe he's making bank. You know.
Jeremy Lin has his
China,
new, has his
making
own
bank
shoe
off
now.
of all that.
Okay, no
He
offense,
is
but
really
who's gonna
good.
buy a
Yeah.
Jeremy Lin shoe? Like,
I mean, have you guys seen?
They're not
that
bad. I know a lot of people in China
They're,
would.
Okay,
they're not
people in
bad,
China
but they're
would.
probably not high quality.
Like he's like an all-star
He's
in
an
China
icon.
right now. Stuff that's he's
Like-
an icon in China.
Yao Ming,
Like first Asian American
Stephon
winning a
Marbury,
title.
He's like them. Just an icon out there.
it's crazy how he won a title and is just out of the league like immediately after.
I know, yeah. If Jeremy
Yeah,
Lin never
for
got
sure.
injured, he would
No,
still
that's
be
the,
in the
no. He was already tired of.
If he never got injured with the Nets,
Yeah.
he would have
He
still
said for the
been
past
in
few
the league.
years, it's been difficult for him to find a team in free agency.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
because
he got with the Nets and he had opportunity there, but then he got injured.
really sucks.
He got injured. He was he was decent. He was decent too.
Lynn
Yeah,
Sandy.
he wanted to
Sandy.
get
Really
with the
gonna
Nets
miss
just for more opportunity. Because like, didn't like Melo kick him out of the Knicks basically?
Yeah, something like that. So there's some story behind it that Melo didn't like him getting the spotlight, and you know that's really sad because they would have
Selfish.
Jeremy Lin.
Wow.
Who knows, man? Jeremy Lin and Melo maybe could have got
The Knicks would have finally been
know.
good.
We'll never know. Might be. I know it's whack to say.
But I
now.
feel like he's happy in China, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I hope he's. I bet he's happy in China, and that's good for him.
I hope he's okay with like the
He
whole
deserves
corona
it.
thing.
Oh yeah, of course. But going back
Yeah.
to the MJ.
The last thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay, going back to the MJ documentary, I just wanted
Uh-huh.
to mention this. You know, everyone talks about LeBron and Russ and all these guys getting slandered by the media, getting slandered and questioned by the media all the time. What do you guys think about this in regards to Jordan? Like, I did not think Jordan had that much. I did not know that the media was on Jordan like that much. On him every single day.
His only break was like 2 minutes.
That's a good
before,
point, yeah.
So
that's
it was insane. That was insane for me. I did not think it. I did
Yeah.
not know that. And yeah, just truly goes to show you his greatness even more. You know,
I feel like it has an impact on how
Yeah.
we like view NBA players in general. Like, gives us more respect.
I mean, you guys see how?
No, you go.
Sorry. Never mind. It's kind of
Okay, what I was gonna say is like you can see how like the struggles NBA players go through. You know, locker room, media, in game in general, being able if they're gonna be traded or not, free agency picks. Like this
Yeah.
mental health of an NBA player must be super strong to go through all
yeah.
this stuff.
That's why it's
like
good there's
Jordan
people.
went through, or like
It's
all
good
these
there's
other
people like
players.
Kevin Love and others who are like
DeMar-
advocating for mental
DeMar
health.
DeRozan
Yeah,
and Ron Artest
Yeah,
or Metal
Yeah.
World Peace.
it's good to see people.
because that's just insane. The pressure.
What do you guys think of how Kevin Durant treats the media?
Elaborate.
Yeah, elaborate that.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie, they both have been like kind of like a whole FU attitude to the media. Like whenever Kyrie went on the First Take to talk about why he went to the Celtics, he would pretty much talk all like
That's just Kyrie. That's just Kyrie.
Not answer a
That's just
question
Kyrie.
and stuff like
That's
that.
just Kyrie.
And then Kevin Durant would there's like been reports of him saying like, oh no, I don't want to do an interview with you because you're biased or whatever.
KD's hella sensitive.
You're gonna twist my words. And, I have burner accounts, but blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't understand the burner account thing. I mean, it's okay to have your own personal account, but like making up like a fake fan about you is kind of weird.
I mean, everyone has already.
I just want to end
KD
Yeah.
Those burners.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
People are still doing it too. Don't know.
And he says he still has burners, which is
I feel like winning another chip will end it.
Yeah, if he wins a chip with the
Disrespect on
Nets.
KD. Yeah.
the Nets.
KD does win another.
Nets are kind of underrated.
Nets are
KD.
Another thing I want to talk about is the NBA documentary and Impact.
Yeah.
Because
All
I know
the new
Klay
documentaries
Thompson's coming out soon. Like literally right after the NBA documentary release.
Oh yeah.
5 other documentaries.
They're making one on the
leaked or
Dream
whatever
Team too, right?
Yeah.
It's so similar.
Are they? Yeah, I know there's speculation.
It's so similar to just the whole "Be Like Mike" campaign. Think about it. Everyone wanted to.
Yeah, Be Like Mike campaign. It just all goes back.
Yeah. Now everyone wants to make an.
He planned this, dude. He was 5 steps ahead of us.
It's a good way for I don't know, the NBA to make money during this time.
That's true.
I'm really excited to see Klay's documentary though.
I heard it's gonna be really short.
Really?
Being one of my favorite NBA players in the league right now, I'm definitely excited to watch that. But I feel like it would have been.
I mean, an ACL tear
I
is
feel
serious.
like if he won a chip right after he came back from the ACL tear and released a documentary, it would have been pretty more inspirational. But
You know who I feel should make a documentary? Derrick Rose.
He already has one.
He does?
Facts. Yeah.
he already has one. Yeah.
He does?
Oh,
he
yeah.
already has
I think
one.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
They're making one about Magic. I hear. That's gonna be very interesting. Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Because it's been a while since I heard about Magic. Maybe you can touch up on his family and all that.
Or just his impact. Everything he had to overcome, including the AIDS. But
He did come back though.
he did. So respect to Magic for that.
He did, yeah. I like how he embraced it and just said, like, here, let's turn
Was
this
that
into a
pun
positive.
To
intended?
help people.
No. What I meant was how he turned it into an education opportunity to teach others.
Yeah, respect
about,
to Magic for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like we should end it here.
This was fun.
If you haven't already, please subscribe and like the video. If you miss anything, put it in the comments.
Yeah, give us any suggestions to talk about.
For sure. We love
We're open to
having you
anything.
guys here, and peace out.
Peace.